Welcome to Extol Live, sponsored by Cutter Woodworking and the new Washington State Bank. I'm Angie Fenta. We're so glad to have you here this Friday. I think you can see behind me right there. We've got a packed house and it's dedicated all to kids. We also have a bunch of great guests. We're going to be talking food. We're also going to maybe work that off a little bit with our newly certified personal trainer, JD Dotson, is in the house. He's going to show us a great game you can play with kids in order to help them get fit, but also have a little bit of fun with it as well. Plus, we have 15-year-old singing phenom, make that singer-songwriter phenom, Melea Mason. She's in the house from Floyd Central, and we can't wait to talk with her. That's coming up. And by the way, we're not showing him right now, but we also have noted author Tahj Mullins, who's also an incredible creator. We'll be talking with Tahj coming up. And that's not all. We're also doing things a little bit differently today, just in a tiny little bit. Normally, if you join us on Extol Live on the live version, you'd see that I don't have my iPad or my phone out, but we thought we'd make it a little bit fun today. What we want you to do, whether you're on our YouTube channel, you're on my verified page, or you're on our Extol Facebook page, if you are watching with us live right now, what we want you to do is say hello, post a comment. And at the end of the show, we're going to take a look at all of the different comments that are on there. And we are going to give away a $100 gift card just randomly. We'll just make it a random drawing. We'll have probably some of our kid helpers here pick out a number. And we are just going to give away that $100 gift card to Regalo. You can use it online. You can come shop at their shop in New Albany. And we just thought we might as well have some Friday fun. But first and foremost, talk about fun. We always have Liz Martino. And Liz, I know that you have been busy cooking over here. Liz Martino, or Chef Liz Martino, who also runs the New Albany's Farmers Market. You are, though, hands-on at MESA Kids Cooking School. And so since this is dedicated to all things kids, let's go over what is MESA Kids Cooking School, because it's exploding.
Well, I am really excited to be a part of MESA Kids Cooking School. What we are is a place that kids can come and, you can be yourself and get creative and push yourself. And we like to say it's a kids only zone. But whether you're 3 or you're 18 years old, we want to make sure that you have the confidence in the kitchen that you need, because that's going to translate throughout life. And these guys right here, I think, are perfect proof with our food truck challenge.
Well, and I have to tell you, Liz is a masterful connector. She is somebody who truly believes that when we lift ourselves, when we lift others along with us, everybody wins. And I just have to tell you, I am so appreciative. All right, Alex, you come on and step on over. We've got Buddy with Bearded Barbecue. So, well, Buddy, let's start with you. You are 18 years old. You go to Charlestown High School. Yeah. And you already are established with Bearded Barbecue. How did that begin?
I've always enjoyed cooking. And one day for my 16th birthday, my parents bought me a Oklahoma Joe smoker. And I think it's been about a 2 or a year and a half now. And just nonstop cooking, trying to learn, because it's a learning process with smoking meat. And eventually just fell in love with it, and people like to have my barbecue.
Okay, so I feel like I can ask you something like this. I'm always very sensitive with young people and how I am asking questions, but I am going to ask this. You named it the Bearded Barbecue. I have some heels on, but I mean, I was a giant in 5th grade, and I've got to ask, when did you grow the beard?
I had a beard since middle school. I was 7th grade. I had a beard.
Okay, so it makes actual sense here. I know that we've got our videographer Colin right now. He's on the sticks here, but we want to get an up close shot of what you brought and describe that, because we have people who are absolutely chomping at the bit to try the barbecue that you brought along. So what have you brought?
Today I brought a brisket seasoned with just salt and pepper. And then I have a pork sandwich with my sponsor, or my partnership with Stearns. That's basically about it. But the barbecue sauce or pulled pork is with a coffee rub.
Now, okay, you said just salt and pepper with the brisket. What's your key for anybody who's out there who's an amateur at smoking? What's your key with this?
It's not really anything to do with the food, it's more if you're smoking meat, there's a certain type of smoke you want to be looking for. A white is a dirty smoke, and a bluish light white is a clean smoke, and that's what you want.
Okay, that sounds amazing. I'm going to interrupt our interviews just for a moment, just to remind you that today on Extol Live, at the end of the show, we are giving away a $100 gift certificate. All you have to do is interact with us. I'm watching comments right now. Hello to Mayor Treva Hodges of Charlestown. We've got one of your finest right here with the bearded barbecue. We've got Buddy here. She says, great barbecue. You've got a fan of your own mayor. Hello to Kelly Walls. Thanks for saying hi. Julie Kading, we are so happy to have you around. That's for sure. Now, switching gears to Alex. Alex, first of all, what grade, where do you go to school?
I'm in 11th. I'm a junior, and I go to St. Francis High School in downtown Louisville.
So tell me this, though, Alex. I mean, when did you find that you just have a passion for cooking?
I've kind of always had it, but it kind of settled right then and there when I had entered peanut butter pie into the state fair, and it came in first.
So you beat out everyone.
There was actually another peanut butter pie, and I was surprised that mine came in first.
I know chefs sometimes keep things close to the vest a little bit. Can you share any secret for a peanut butter pie? What was that golden magic that made it a first place winner?
I think it was because I made it more of a cheesecake texture and less of like, I didn't exactly follow the recipe exact. I tried to keep it more as cheesecakey.
I am going to invite you back on the show so we can try that. I'm going to hold you to it. Now, Liz, I'd like you to talk for a second. I mean, Buddy and Alex both. Tell us a little bit about them as chefs, not just aspiring, but accomplished already.
Absolutely. So we actually went, Paula and I went to, it was I think maybe it was like the farmer's market, but they had like, it was all kids under 18 that were running booths. And we saw Buddy and we're like, oh, this is exactly what we're looking for. But then we tasted it and we realized that he is no newbie to smoking. And the food is amazing. And he's a very hard worker. They're both extremely attentive in class. Alex doesn't like to toot his own horn very much, but he's done a lot of things to prepare for this class and in life. He's been working on a pretzel bread bowl for his stew. And actually this stew, I'm doing it instead of you, I'm sorry, is part of, there you go. Why don't you show
Alex,
him?
tell us, I'm going to hold this mic a little bit awkwardly. Tell us what is in your stew, because it smells fantastic.
It's got variety of a lot of hearty root vegetables, including rutabaga, turnip. There's golden beets. There's carrots, celery.
What about, what's the spices?
The spices I had received from Big Bruz Seasoning. Sorry, I don't quite remember all the exact seasonings in it, but I
think a lot of them are secret.
I was going to say, he keeps those.
But it's got a lot of the basic ones that I was going to plan already putting into the stew. So I had already. I should also mention the meat. There's two different meats in there. One is beef jerky, which was used to flavor the broth.
Ooh.
And the second one is smoked rabbit, and that's what you'll smell like the smokiness and the seasoning.
Like right now.
Yeah.
That's what
of your stew.
The name of the stew is called the pirate stew because it is based off of what Caribbean pirates would have eaten.
Okay, I could get down with that. I'm jumping on your ship, Alex. That's for sure.
So yeah,
I love it. And I know people who want to taste test. Buddy, I have to ask you before we move on to the next segment, because we're going to come back to the kitchen. We've got a lot of chefs to get involved with here. But what has MESA Kids Cooking School and Chef Liz Martino done for you?
They've basically taught me how to safely serve food, because there's a couple of things I didn't realize, and they, help me out with that. And I've learned from my mistakes, and I try to become better for the main public.
Ultimate dream job for you. What do you see yourself doing that you're not already doing? I mean, I mean, you're already rocking your own business.
I don't really have a dream job.
Is this it?
Yeah, my dream is to own multiple restaurants at Beard Barbecue.
Well, I'm already getting more comments on Facebook, and that includes from our own members who are only just across the studio. JD, you do not get any brisket or any pirate stew until you work out. His segment will be coming up in just a minute. Alex, same question for you. What has MESA Kids Cooking School done?
It's helped me realize a lot about food safety that I did not even realize before, such as the danger temperature zones.
Mm-hmm.
I've been more conscious about that when I learned about it.
Is it fun?
It is fun.
I mean, especially to mingle with people of all different ages who have a shared passion.
Mm-hmm. I should say it's also quite fun giving feedback to other people's stuff.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Collaboration is key, and Liz is definitely the queen of that. Okay, Liz, we're going to be coming back here. Can you just give us a quick preview? Because I know we're going to maybe hear some of the sounds. We've got...
You may hear the sound of Braden's cheesecake enchiladas. He is frying his tortillas in sugar and a spice blend that he made all on his own. We've got French toast waffles. We have chicken and pancakes. It's a brown sugar pancake with cane. It's very good. And then we have a signature dish by Chef Cypher, and it's called the Boogaloo. But I will tell you, it's fried apples and a whole lot of other goodness.
Oh, my lands. Well, we're so glad to have you here at Extol Live. Again, make a comment on whatever channel you're watching this on. We're going to pick a random winner of a $100 gift certificate coming up at the very end of the show to Regalo. We can't wait. Thank you for interacting with us. But speaking of interacting, every now and then we like to send our reporter, Addie Miners, exploring all over Southern Indiana. She's new to our region, and we absolutely love that because she gets a fresh perspective. So recently we sent her to Corydon. Check it out.
Welcome to Corydon, Indiana. Corydon is a historic small town nestled quietly in southern Indiana. It not only is home to Indiana's first state capitol building, but also home to many other historic sites like the Battle of Corydon Memorial Park. For those that aren't huge history buffs, walking the streets of Corydon to see the many quaint shops and restaurants is an adventure as well. Speaking of adventure, there are many nearby hiking trails, and Squire Boone Caverns and Village is just a short drive away. Whether you're walking the streets of Corydon to visit the historic sites, or just looking for your next boutique to browse, Corydon has it all, tied up with a bow of Southern charm. For a visitor's guide or more information on this hidden gem of a town, visit thisisindiana.org/Corydon.
Oh, I'm just on my phone, which would be rude, except what I'm doing right now. We're giving away a $100 gift card to Regalo, which is one of the most loved shops in downtown New Albany. We'll be giving away a $100 gift card at the end of the show. All you have to do is comment, and I absolutely love reading these comments. We've had comments from Mayor Hodges out of Charlestown. We have had a number of people. Oh, we've got some love for Chef Cypher from Love, Maine. Hi, Debbie. We see you as well. Clarkson Eye Care. Love you all over there. Kathy Reynolds, we see you. Hi, Kelly. And also Travis Schneider from the New Washington State Bank. New Washington State Bank is one of our sponsors, which we really appreciate. Says he looks like he picked the wrong day to go into the office and not be in the Extol studio. This all looks delicious. Well, now it's going to sound delicious. So keep those comments coming because, like I said, we're going to be giving away that $100 gift card at the end of the show. We're going to just randomly pick one of the comments. So first and foremost, though, right now we're switching up from, it's Kids Day here, but we're switching up from our chefs to singing. I want to introduce Melea Mason. Melea, I'm going to have you introduce who you brought along with you, because I know this is a woman who's special in your life.
I brought along my vocal teacher, Tony. She's been with me for like 2.5, 3 years. We've just been like through a lot, and she helped me write my song.
So you are 15 years old. 16 years old. It is important to get that right. At Floyd Central. When did you first start falling in love with music?
Like, I've always like been in love with it, but I feel like I started like getting actually involved with it when I was like 12.
When did you realize I can actually not just sing, but I also can write my own songs? Because that's a gift in and of itself.
I've always been writing. Like I used to always like just like write little like short poems and stuff when I was younger. So I've always been writing. It's just like, I think it was probably like 2019 that I actually started like writing my own stuff.
Tony, you're with Maxwell's, Mark Maxwell. I'm just throwing your name in there. Maxwell's House of Music, which we absolutely love. I'm in love with the electronic drum set that we bought for my daughter there. But as an educator of music, you see people from a variety of talents of all ages. Tell us a little bit about Melea.
Melea is a beast of her own nature. I remember meeting her 3 years ago, roughly, and I was working as a vocal instructor at another location, and she came in one day, and we did a few warm-ups, and I remember just being blown away by the talent that came pouring out of her little body. And we've been working very closely for the past 3 years on developing her songwriting skills and helping her create her style as a musician. And she just never ceases to amaze me. She's fantastic.
We've got to give a little plug to Maxwell's House of Music.
Yes.
Because we're talking about kids, even if a child doesn't possess and you get ready for this talent, the obvious talent that someone like Melea, and I mean, she's one of a kind. Why is music education important?
It's extremely important because I want every kid or even adult to start using it as an outlet.
Yes.
Music is the universal language, whether you're teeny tiny or an adult, or whether you're a beginner musician or extremely advanced. Music can have that ability to heal people, and people use that to channel all of their emotions. And it's just one of the most healthiest outlets that in my opinion.
And at Maxwell's, you don't have to be a superstar.
Absolutely not. We have all programs for all ages and all beginner levels, advanced levels. There's a place for everybody at Maxwell's.
Well, there is a very noteworthy nonprofit that has the Voice and Vino event. And Mark Maxwell and I have talked. I cannot sing, but I told him, maybe if he could teach me to rap, so I'd be like the most uncool rapper ever, maybe. And he said he could do it.
Yes,
so there's even stuff for grown-ups of all ages as well.
There's stuff for everybody. We teach every instrument, whatever your genre, whatever your heart has set on, we will teach you and help you foster that.
Okay, well, for today, I'm going to do what's best for all involved and actually just appreciate somebody who has true musical talent. And Melea, what are you singing for us today?
I'm singing the Beth Hart version of Damn Your Eyes.
All right. And now, here is Melea Mason.
I can do what I want, I'm in complete control. That's what I tell myself. I got a mind of my own, I'll be alright all alone. Don't need anybody else. I give myself a good talking to. No more being a fool for you. When I see you, it's all I remember. You made me wanna surrender. Damn your eyes for taking my breath away, for making me wanna stay. Damn your eyes for getting my hopes up high, for making me fall in love again. Damn your eyes. It's always the same. You say that you'll change, somehow you never do. I believe all your lies, that look in your eyes, you make it all seem true. I see your face, I see what I wanna see. I think it's my heart that's deceiving me, 'cause with that look I know so well, I fall completely under your spell. Damn your eyes, for taking my breath away, for making me wanna stay. Damn your eyes, for getting my hopes up high, for making me fall in love again. Damn your eyes. You keep leaving, deceiving me, making me see what I wanna see. 'Cause with that look I know so well, I fall completely under your spell. Damn your eyes, for letting my breath away, for making me wanna stay. Damn your eyes, for getting my hopes up high, for making me fall in love again. Damn your eyes. Damn your eyes.
Here at Cutter Woodworking, I'm a CNC programmer and operator. So my previous job, I had a pretty long drive, about an hour and a half drive from home, and I just wasn't happy there, so I decided I would come to Cutter's. It was closer to home. I heard some good things about it, so I decided to come in, put an application in, and now I am super happy that I did, and I'm thankful that I did. I enjoy my time here. It's a great place to work. Here we have great benefits. It's family-owned business. They're always out and about. There's tons of job opportunities out there. There's plenty of opportunities to be able to move up. If you prefer a different job, or maybe you like something better, there's always some openings here and there that could better yourself, better your future here, and also better the company. Anybody out there that's searching or thinking about putting in a job application, or even just coming in and checking out the place, I highly recommend it. I don't think you would ever be disappointed. I think you would actually be pretty happy with the decision, a year down the road or 5 years down the road. I don't think you would ever look back. I know I sure haven't.
Thanks for joining us for Extol Live this morning. I'm having a little bit of fun because normally I don't pick up my phone. I'm not checking to see who's watching along with us, but today we are, because we're going to randomly sift through the comments, whether you're on our YouTube channel or one of the 3 Facebook pages that we are on, including Extol Magazine's Facebook page. And we're going to pick one winner of a $100 gift card to Regalo, which is located in downtown New Albany. You can shop either in person, which I recommend, and definitely just know that that $100 is going to be spent very easily there, or you can also order online. But I'm having fun. One of our chefs, Alex, is over there, and Cricket Hater said, OMG, so proud of Alex. I am beaming. And we had somebody else who said, we're so proud of all of the kids following their dreams and their passions. So keep on commenting because we're going to be picking that winner of that $100 gift card from Regalo coming up at the end. Want to thank the New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking for sponsoring our weekly live stream, Extol Live. But since it's all about kids on this Friday, it would make absolute sense to invite the one and only author, creator, illustrator, Tahj Mullins. He's here. There's a moose on the loose. If you haven't heard about this book, you need to. Tahj, welcome to Extol.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, let's dive in first, starting with there's a moose on the loose. Where did the concept come from?
Honestly, the concept came from me just always being a big kid. I tend to sketch and draw a lot, sometimes at work, and I think Azul, the main character, was a sketch I did one late night working night shift.
So this is a top-notch, absolute top-notch
Thank you.
book. But how would you describe the story of it and what's the message?
So the story in the first book, There's a Moose on the Loose, is about a crazy dancing moose that goes into the house of this character named Rennie. He's a bird, and he dances through the house and messes it all up. And at the end, the moose helps the bird clean the house, and they kind of form this friendship over an overall conflict that they had. So really, the message of the whole book is about coexisting and acceptance. Yeah.
I know that we've got photographer Fred who is doing some close-ups, and we've got Colin there, and I'm just going to open your book and make sure that we can get some close-ups of the book here so that we can show the illustrations that are here, because I know words, before we were live today, you said that words are not necessarily what you're most comfortable with, even though this is a tremendous story, but it's the illustrations that really is your heart. I mean, Azul is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I think Azul is a big part of all of us. Some of us forgetting manners, some of us being messy. And, I wanted to bring out the fun part of everybody, the part of everybody that just wants to dance and have a good time.
We have a saying, because I have a 5-year-old, and we have a saying in our house, because we all make messes. It's a really simple thing.
Definitely.
Whether that's a mess, that's a figurative one or a literal one, you just clean them up. That's what you do. You clean up your messes.
Definitely.
So you debuted that one. You have kids who've been so excited to get the opportunity to meet you. You wore it recently at the New Albany Farmers Market. But then Azul sees a ghoul right on time for Halloween. And talk about this book.
So this book is Azul's first night of Halloween. And it's him going through the forest and kind of experiencing what looks like creatures, but are really just his friends in disguise. So it's a really fun book for spooky season. Still has that rhythmic poetry vibe, kind of like the first one does. And it's a really fun read.
I love how Azul turns fear into fun because, for our youngest ones, we want to make sure that, even when they're scary, sometimes there's a lot of positivity that can come from being scared.
Definitely.
Now, Tahj, the back of this says, often known as the Wizard of Art. How did you earn the moniker of Wizard?
So one of my favorite movies is The Wizard of Oz. And this is really, really corny, but at one point in time, I had a lot of people wanting artwork from me. And in my head, I was like, I feel like the Wizard of Oz. Nobody sees the wizard. And I just like, well, I'm the Wizard of Art. And it just kind of stuck.
And it's stuck there. You're a New Albany native.
Yes.
I mean, so were you someone who, when you were sitting in a classroom and, you're listening to the teacher, were you doodling away?
Yes.
Were you that kid?
Yeah, that was my biggest downfall in school. A lot of kids got grounded from video games. I got grounded from drawing. So yeah, but also doodling and doing visual stimulation like that kind of helped me listen in class. So
what's next for you? I mean, you know this, especially, I mean, you're a writer, you're an illustrator, you're a published author. There's a big difference between those of us who say, oh, I want to write a book, and then those of us who actually make it come to fruition. So what's next for you?
I'm going to keep writing Azul books. I'm hoping to introduce his universe, his friends. For instance, there's Azul, there's Rennie the bird, and there's also Morado the bear. Is a big purple bear. So I want to kind of introduce all Azul's friends to everybody, just to kind of show the diversity within his realm. I've got books planned all next year. I've got a Christmas book coming out this year.
Excellent.
How Not to Be a Naughty Moose is the Christmas book.
I know a little 5-year-old who could use that as a stocking stuffer. Where can we order your book?
On Facebook right now, if you follow, there's a Moose on the Loose. We have an online shop there. And the New Albany Sugar Shop on 56 Pearl Street is the home of Azul. That's where you can find Azul everything. And I do a signing every Thursday from 12 to 6.
At the New Albany Sugar Shop.
Yes.
And it's on Pearl Street, and you're going down toward the New Albany Amphitheater, and it'll be over there on your left-hand side. And they have sweets galore.
Wonderful place to be.
The home of Azul. That's a great place to set up shop.
Definitely. I love it. I love the atmosphere. It's kind of tough because there's a lot of candy and trying to diet, but you know.
Tahj, I mean, we just met today. I've been looking forward to meeting you, but I mean, I don't even know you and don't have even the right to say this, but I'm pretty sure you deserve all the candy.
Well,
all the
you.
candy. You
Thank
deserve
you.
it all. This is dedicated here on Extol Live today, all about kids. Sometimes the best creators are our youngest creators. What is one piece of advice that you would give to a kid out there who has that story inside of them?
Always be consistent, write everything down, and do not be afraid to be yourself. Always be your truest self, just like Azul. If you're blue, be as blue as you want to be, but just make sure that's your authentic self, and create.
Create. We can keep that. You can find the Moose on the Loose on Facebook. We'll also post on our Facebook page to make sure that connection is there. Tahj, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Well, thank
Seriously,
you.
After the show, I'll be ordering that. Olive, Merry Christmas. It's an early one. I love that. And now, once again, every once in a while, we send our reporter, Addie Miners, out and about to explore Southern Indiana, a place that's new to her, and we love seeing it through her eyes. We sent her out walking. Take a look.
Welcome back to another Explore with Extol. I'm your host, Addie Miners, and today I'm at the Ohio River Greenway. If you're looking for a good place to get outside, maybe a new exercise trail, I've got the place for you.
The Ohio River Greenway is a 7.5-mile recreational path running from Jeffersonville through Clarksville and ending in New Albany, all along the Ohio River. According to the Ohio River Greenway's website, since 2003, 10 additional segments of the Greenway project have been constructed, including 6.5 miles of new paved multi-use paths, a marina, roadway improvements, 2 bridges, a new flood wall opening, and the highly utilized bicycle and pedestrian ramp on the Big 4 Bridge. In Jeffersonville, the Greenway runs along a commercial district with historic homes, restaurants, and shops. In Clarksville, the path runs along a more scenic route, through parks and by the Falls of the Ohio with the Louisville skyline in sight. Once in New Albany, the path runs through wetlands with views of wildlife and additional paths for hiking. For more information and hours of operation, visit ohiorivergreenway.org.
Thanks so much for joining us. We're Extol Live this Friday. We are having a ball. If you haven't commented yet, don't forget to comment wherever you're watching this, whether it's YouTube or one of the Facebook pages. At the very end of the show, we're going to take those comments and randomly throw them all together and then award a $100 gift certificate to Regalo to one lucky winner who's watching us today. It's Kids Day here, and I hesitate to use the word kids because the truth is it is just Creator Day here. And right now we have creators who are in the kitchen. We have Chef Cypher and Chef Derek. Well, Cypher, let's start with you, because I'm just going to tell you, we have some Extol team members who are sweet eaters, and both of you brought the right stuff, that's for sure. They've already wanted to eat Buddy's barbecue and Alex's pirate stew. Now it's time for a little dessert. So what do you have?
Well, right now I have a boogaloo.
Okay, hang on a second. You've got to say that word one more time.
A boogaloo.
Spell it for me.
Boogaloo.
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 I've never heard of that. So what is inside of what looks like pure deliciousness?
Well, a boogaloo is deep fried dessert. So not necessarily this is a boogaloo, but everything I make is a boogaloo. And a boogaloo is a ooey gooey, delicious, yummy dessert that you will want to have at the latter half of the year.
Okay, so we have chefs who are here from MESA's Kids Cooking School. We have Chef Liz Martino, who joins us just about every single week. Is part of what you're teaching marketing, because he just sold us with that description right there.
Absolutely. These kids have learned everything from how to formulate a business plan. They've gotten Serve Safe certified. And last week we actually had a marketing team come in, and Tahj Mullins is part of that marketing team, and he helped them with some graphic design and logo work. So yeah, these kids are learning how to sell themselves as well as their products.
Okay, Cypher, I'm going to try to awkwardly stick my microphone over here. So what are you doing to top it off?
I'm topping the fried apples off with.
So those are fried apples in this one, in this boogaloo.
Yes, this is fried apples with pancake batter, sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon. I retossed them after I deep fried them, and now I'm draping them in caramel and putting chopped peanuts on top.
I mean, as our videographer Colin gets closer and closer, you just watch that hand. Colin, nope, no eating yet. I know he wants one of those. That looks phenomenal right there.
Now, Cypher has worked on his own caramel. He's worked on his own apple spice mixture and everything in between, which is really amazing. And you've actually worked through quite a few problems, and look at how amazing this looks, Cypher. I hope you're proud of yourself this morning.
I am extremely proud of myself.
So when you say work through a few problems, I am an avid Food Network watcher, Chopped. I mean, you name the show, I'll watch it. So, and when you talk about challenges, are you talking about when you're cooking and something goes awry, you have to, on the fly, figure out how to fix that?
That's right. What was your number one, I think, issue that you wanted to overcome with this? It was with the batter, right?
My batter would not stick to my apples. Now I've tried many different iterations. I did it with corn flakes, with cinnamon and sugar, and a lot of things just wouldn't stick to my apple. And so I found a way to overcome that.
So what's the fix? Are you going to share it?
Well, the fix is a secret.
So many secrets on this show, but you know what?
Well, what happens at MESA Kids stays at MESA Kids.
Hey, I am all about that. I am all about that, because that just means, well, you may not share how to make it, so we have to come to you.
That's right.
Now, switching gears over here, Derek, I mean, it's breakfast, but this looks like something you could eat any time of day.
Basically what I made, it was a French toast waffle, and what is on top is a powdered sugar mixed with cinnamon.
A French toast waffle. So with MESA Kids Cooking School, what has been maybe the most valuable lesson that you've learned thus far?
Some things that I learned, it was basically make sure if you did something wrong, try to go backtrack your steps. Mm-hmm. If you did something right, try to double check and see what you did right. And I think the last thing that I learned is make sure you check how long stuff is in, the oven and stuff.
Don't walk away and forget it like those of us amateurs. I'm pointing at myself. Like those of us amateurs. I know you've got some whipped cream to put on there, Derek. Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Western Middle School of the Arts.
Well, welcome over to the sunny side of Southern Indiana. We're excited to have you. That's a great school. Why don't you go ahead and do your topper right there? Again, we've got Colin, our photographer, who's eyeing that. That's for sure. Cypher, you are homeschooled. What's your favorite subject outside of cooking?
My favorite subject outside of cooking would be math.
Oh, so that's a fantastic segue because with MESA Kids Cooking School, I mean, that's important. Math is important, Liz. I mean, because finances.
How much math have you done in the last 5-6 weeks in our class? A lot.
We've done a lot of math to calculate so that way when we do open up our businesses, even though if it may not be this, but any business, we're able to make sure we're making a profit and we're knowing how to judge our food, price our food, and that makes sure that we have a successful business.
Cypher, what has been the top valuable lesson that you've learned from Liz, from the different partners and things from MESA Kids Cooking School?
It's okay to mess up.
Oh, I love that. And you know that it's okay to mess up in life as well.
It is perfectly fine as long as you learn from it.
That's a lesson I'm learning now.
You know, Tahj Mullins, Tahj had taught our author, our kid author, who already had to jet out the door with his book, The Moose on the Loose. I mean, that's the whole point. You can make messes. We can mess up in life. Learn from them, clean them up, and move on. Make us better people. I'm so excited that you all are here. Are we going to get an opportunity to try all this food, Liz, at some point?
Oh, we sure are. These kids came prepared. Buddy was smoking brisket last night. Kane is frying his chicken right now. These fried apples are ready to eat right now.
Ready to eat right now. And you all know, I mean, I try to hold myself back. I think that's over starting
Just
today.
wait for the cheesecake enchiladas. Braden's Fat Elvis cheesecake enchiladas. You can guess what's in there.
You all are going to just roll us out the door today. Well, again, thanks so much for joining us for Extol Live. The show is coming to a close, so don't forget, go ahead and make a comment, wherever you're watching this live stream right now. As long as you're watching with us live, we're going to pick one winner of a $100 gift card at the end of the show. We have a final third segment coming up here soon in the kitchen to see the rest of it. Our chefs are sticking around. It's Kids Day here on Extol Live. So excited about that, but also excited that we have sponsors of our live stream. Thank you again to Cutter Woodworking and to the New Washington State Bank.
All right, now we're back over here with JD Dotson, and we have both been sitting over here talking about how good it smells in this room right now. We are so excited to
It is pure torture in here. It smells so good. So we're going to work out and work up our appetite.
Yeah, we're going to work up a little appetite real quick, but we actually have some news before we do. JD is now a certified personal trainer. Woo!
It's official. I passed. So,
Love it.
yeah,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now what's next?
So I'm working on getting my nutrition coaching certification. So that's next. And then working on trying to get some clients and get my studio going. So,
Well, y'all know where to find him right here, at Extol. So we'll see. I'm very excited for you. I'm going to have to give you a call. But
thank you. Please do.
But now let me see first. If you're a good trainer, we're going to do a little workout here today.
So I wanted to do something fun, being that it's Kids Day here. Fun to do with kids, fun to do with adults. I'm a giant kid, so I thought this was fun. So we're going to play a little card game. Are you up for a card game?
I am.
Okay, so what I've done is we're going to do by the suit. If it's a heart, it's an air squat. And you all know air squats because we've done them before and we can demonstrate. If it's a diamond, it's a sit-up. If it's a club, it's a lunge. And if it's a spade, it's a push-up. So if you get a 3 of hearts, you do 3 air squats. If you get a face card, Jack queen, king, it's 3 plus 3, and you're probably wondering what the 3 is, right?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
So if it's a jack of hearts, it's 3 air squats. The plus 3 is 3 burpees. Sorry, because everybody loves a burpee. Right?
That's okay though. You know what? I'm trying to work it off so I can eat one of those apple fried things he's got over there.
Right, we're gonna eat it all. so.
Exactly.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you ready to play?
Yeah, let's
I'll
get started.
hold the mic. You can go first.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. You're so sweet.
So pick a card. What do you got?
7 of hearts. So 7 air squats. Ready?
Right.
2, 3.
And I'm going to cheer her on. You're doing a great job. Those are
Thank you.
perfect air squats. You're getting down low. This is great.
All right. Now
I'll say
your
now
turn.
it's my turn. So what am I going to get? I have an ace of clubs. So ace is what? 1.
1.
1 lunge.
Okay. I was
There you
saying
go.
we didn't
Look at
establish
Look at
that.
that. Look at that. 1 lunge.
It's a high or low.
Okay, it's your turn.
All right. The queen of
Queen of spades.
So
3 push-ups.
dang it. You rigged this.
I did not stack the deck. I stacked the deck. I totally stacked the deck. You're doing a great job. 3 burpees. I don't know why everyone, maybe because I got certified, I want people to do burpees. I used to couldn't understand why people did burpees all the time.
I don't think a jacket was a good choice.
Is it my turn now?
It is
Oh,
your
look,
turn.
it's an ace of diamonds. So that's 1 sit-up.
Hold on a minute. I think this is rigged. You shuffled the cards before, didn't you?
I might have rigged it a little bit. So the great thing is you can do this. I'm not going to do sit-up because I have my pack in, but you can do this with a group of people. So it would be fun with a bunch of people.
Definitely.
You can do it with a couple people and just kind of back and forth.
Right.
Take turns, cheer each other on,
Yeah.
which is always important.
Of course, especially when, someone's doing a bunch and someone's not doing as much.
I mean, when you hold the cards, you can stack them however you want, right?
This is true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
well, this is a fun game. This would definitely be good for the kiddos.
it's
Nice
fun
activity.
And if you're doing something like with a group, a bunch of people, you can have people do something while the other people are doing. They can hold a squat or hold a plank while people are doing it. It's just to make everyone involved.
Right.
I didn't want to do that today because it was me while you were working
Very
hard.
kind.
So
Very kind. Yeah, exactly. I know what you're always thinking.
yeah. So it's a little fun card game. You can mix it up. These can be whatever you want them to be. So it could be, if you had more space, we're in a kind of a tight quarters here, but if you had space, you're outside, it's a beautiful day. 3 of hearts, a certain amount of running or whatever. You can mix it up however you want. Yeah.
You're
so.
right. I know. Well, I sometimes get a little knee trouble, so sometimes lunges are hard for me, but that makes sense. You can mix it up, do what you want, and it's indoor, outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor, and of course you can always modify things depending on whatever your needs. So if you're not strong at push-ups, I am not strong at push-ups, and I will always go down on my knees on the push-ups. So
really?
You can modify things however you need. So.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, you know what? Thank you, JD. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now it is almost time to get back over into the kitchen with Angie. Y'all ready over there? Come show us some more delicious food.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you just earned that, Addie. And since you're, the burpees didn't tire you out, I'll have you run over with the microphone if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
sure.
borrow that right there.
I'll
Here she
high knee
comes.
up.
Here she comes.
High
She's
knee
high
up. High knee
kneeing.
it up.
She's high
There we go.
kneeing. I mean, you're
Who's getting
amazing.
the prize?
I'm double fisting with these. Okay. All right. Well, we've had Liz Martino, who's been on with us. She's from MESA Kids Cooking School, in addition to running the New Albany Farmers Market. And again, for anybody who missed that in the very beginning of Extol Live, MESA Kids Cooking School, right now, what is it that you're doing? Because it's Kids Day here at Extol, but what are these kids in particular doing and going through?
These kids in particular are part of our MESA Kids Food Truck Challenge. So each one of these kids, and we don't have all of our kids, we're missing a few today, but each one of these kids is creating a mobile food business from concept, and obviously they're executing pretty well because here they're doing it. So this is what we've been working on in class and outside of class.
And because we're going to be lucky, like we get to taste test here, but for those who are watching right now, how can they actually taste test? I mean, you have some incredible talent right here.
We sure do. It's going to be very difficult to choose our top kiddos in the challenge. But we are going to be having the live cook-off for our top concepts on October 23rd at the New Albany Farmers Market, which also happens to be Kids Day at the market as well.
Wow, and everybody should come on out. Okay, so let's start over here with you. Kane, go ahead and step in. First of all, where do you go to school and how old?
I go to Du Bois Academy and I am 12 years old.
Now, where did the love of cooking come from for you, Kane?
When I was younger, I would always be in the kitchen cooking with my mom, and then I just started to learn how to cook.
Tell me this, do you cook more than mom now?
Yeah.
Mom got wise. Mom got really wise, didn't she? What did you cook for us today?
I made chicken tenders and pancakes.
Okay, I'm going to do this just for the sake of getting a good take a look at this. So chicken tenders, those look a little bit different than the usual garden variety chicken tenders. What is that delicious breading that's around it?
I put cornflakes as the breading, and I did that because it's a part of breakfast. So I just wanted to do that.
I like the innovation on that. And so what else are you going to add to this? What's the final touch right there? Is that the syrup?
Yeah.
So I'll let you go ahead if you want to pour some syrup all over that deliciousness. What's been the best part about being involved with MESA Kids Cooking School?
It's fun, and you get
I'm making you talk while you cook. That is so rude of me. My apologies. I'll let you. This is a masterpiece. Look at that on the screen right there. We are watching this. We'll let you put your finishing touches right there. Oh, that looks so good.
Well, this is another completely original creation that came up with the pancake recipe. It's a brown sugar pancake. And then, of course, his breading. He's done everything from the flour to just seasoning the spices and even seasoning his syrup.
I mean, I don't know if you all just saw his hand just in how you poured the syrup. It is masterful. That is a work of art. What's your ultimate dream right now? And thankfully, at your age, you still have lots and lots of time. I'm a believer that we can be anything we want to at any age. But what is something that you would want to achieve career-wise? Where do you see yourself?
When I grow up, I want to be a professional chef.
I think you are well on your way, Kane. Well on your way. That looks amazing. Okay, jumping over here, and I'm going to move my stuff just a little bit. Derek, are you ready? Did I say that wrong?
Are you nervous?
Oh, okay. Hey,
Fine. I'm all right.
you're all right?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're more than all right because of what you've prepared right here. So, Derek, what is this?
This is a cheesecake enchilada, and this one is a Fat Elvis cheesecake. And you've probably guessed it. It's a peanut butter and marshmallow filling with cheesecake filling, and the tortilla around it is coated in brown and cinnamon and sugar, and I fried it.
Okay, so how old are you?
I am 13.
And where do you go to school?
I go to school at Highland Hills.
What do you know about Elvis?
Not that much. All I know is that he really loved food.
I think that's all you needed to know right there. Well, I think he would be all shook up over what is in here.
Can I go ahead and build it?
I'd love to watch you. Do you want to walk us through what are you doing right here? And also, what is this? I mean, these look to me like just Ziploc baggies, but you're using them for some creating here.
This is an original cheesecake filling that I made. And this is the Fat Elvis filling that I came up with myself. I was up one night and I just played around with a few recipes.
Are you going to tell us what's in there?
No, I'm not.
I love you for that. All the secrets that are here.
Go ahead and build it.
I mean,
yeah. So I put in one strip
of
the cheesecake filling.
Oh.
There you go. I'll trade you.
Then I put in one strip of the Fat Elvis filling.
Okay.
And then I take a quarter of a banana.
Okay.
And I place it right in the middle of it. Then I'll fold the sides in.
Like a pro.
Yes.
My goodness.
Just like that.
Oh my goodness.
And then I have the strawberry drizzle that I made for the...
What's in the strawberry drizzle?
I'm not telling that either.
I didn't think you were.
We're training these kids right.
I am trying my best with my journalistic abilities and failing, but in a good way. I think sometimes we need to keep those secrets close to the vest. I mean, Liz, when you're seeing such intricacy from young people who are, I mean, of these ages right now, for your industry, I mean, this is art.
I feel like it's kind of mind blowing. Every single class, we sit and at the end and we're like, oh, wow, I can't believe they asked this question. I can't believe they're already thinking about, this concept. I can't believe that they're already here, because at 12 and 13 years old, even 18 years old, I wasn't really there. We have a text chain and we text all the time, hey, don't forget that you've got this assignment due this week or whatever. But then sometimes, and more often than not, we're getting pictures and videos of the work they're doing outside of class to create a strawberry sauce or a peanut butter, filling, or cherry compote, or a fish stew, or barbecue, or so many different things. I don't have to wait till Thursday to get excited about this. All week long, we have a reason to be excited, and we just can't wait to get back into class. I think that's every one of us.
And I think people need to also understand that when you say back into class, this has nothing to do with the traditional, whether it's homeschool or classes. This is MESA Kids Cooking School. So on top of everything they're doing, this is extracurricular, as they say, but they're building toward careers.
They sure are. And that's what we want in every single one of our classes, whether I'm working with my preschool students or working at this high level with our, older middle and high school students. We want to make sure that they are confident and they know exactly what they're doing in the kitchen, and let that translate, to outside. And I think it does.
Derek, well, we're going to take all of these secrets, and very shortly, I think the Extol team is going to be giving things a try. We're so glad again that you're joining us for Extol Live. It's been Kids Day here, and we've been having an absolute ball. I don't know about you. I hope you can't hear my stomach growling, because it's been this entire time. Coming up in just a moment, we're going to name the winner of that $100 gift card. You still have, I don't know, probably about 90 seconds left to make a comment. Let us know that you're there on YouTube. Let us know that you're there on Facebook, whatever Facebook page. We've gotten some amazing, amazing comments. Emily Oliver Jones. Hi, Emily. Good to see you. The food truck challenge, so relevant for today. Thanks to all the sponsors who pitched in to help. God bless you all. Our kids are our future. That's from Love Maine. Thanks, Cutter Woodworking and New Washington State Bank. That's from Emily. Oh, very proud of you, Cypher. I love that. We've got all kinds of people. Oh, man, I'd devour that, says Debbie Clark Gover. Naomi Petty, thanks for joining us. Sarah Tomes, Daniel is watching. We've got a whole bunch of people who are on here. JD Dotson, who's still in our studio. He just finished working out. No, JD, you may not come over here and eat yet. Just 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes, and then we're going to have him front and center over here. That's for sure. But now we're going to hear one final song from Floyd Central phenom, Melea Mason.
"25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill I've hauled for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. Today, what's going on? And I said, ah, yeah, yeah. and I try. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? Pray every single day for revolution. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out, what's in my head. I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I get in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I sweep the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. City, what's going on? Yeah, I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. City, what's going on? Ooh, 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 ooh. 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. Wow.
Oh. That right there is powerhouse Melea Mason. Keep an eye out for her. That Floyd Central phenom is going places for sure. Many thanks to Tony from Maxwell's House of Music for joining us. Thank you to New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking for sponsoring our weekly live stream. We're going to see whether or not we're going to actually take Extol live on the road to a certain festival next Friday. We'll keep you posted on that. By the way, Extol is also launching our brand new TV show on WBKI on October 9th. It'll be a Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. show. We'll also, of course, share it on social media, YouTube. We have Dan Farmer from the Juicebox Heroes who is hosting a segment on that. We've got Brian Bell, who's a local real estate guru who's involved, Daniel Marlin from Movement Mortgage, etc. We'll keep you posted. But tomorrow at 7:30 on WBKI, you can catch the Morton Center, an incredible nonprofit that is changing lives and helping people find not only help, but hope when it comes to addiction. That's at 7:30 in the morning on WBKI. I want to thank Liz Martino. There she is, Liz Martino as well from MESA Kids Cooking School. Thank you so much, Liz, for being here and for always making those connections for not just us, but for so many. Liz, also, you can find her at the New Albany Farmers Market. Thank you to all of our chefs. Paula, you are always absolutely amazing. We do have to pick a winner, though, of a $100 gift card that goes to Regalo. And we just kind of randomly, I like to pick a random generator. And I'm told that this is not the person's real name, but we love you, love Maine. We love you. And Cypher says that her real name is, Addie, if you can work the mic over there.
Miss Tremaine.
Miss Tremaine. Thank you, Miss Tremaine. We will be in touch with you to get your contact information and get you shopping at Regalo. But for now, Addie and JD, you did a heck of a workout there.
Yeah.
I mean, she did really. I just kind of stacked that deck, but
I'm still a little warm. I won't lie. I'm going to definitely shed this jacket here in a minute, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, are we ready? Shall we go ahead? I mean, I'm eyeing the brisket.
These are your enchiladas, right? Do you suggest
I'm eyeing the rabbit stew.
With your hands?
A pirate stew with rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm doing it.
Let's see. Moment of truth.
Okay. I feel like we should have some kind of drum roll.
That's what I do.
When they don't talk, you know that it's an incredible.
What? That is so good.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to go back and work out.
Yeah,
a little
we're
bit
gonna have
more,
to hit another
'cause-
workout here in a minute because I'm gonna eat all of that.
We could actually invent a game right there. I mean, you guys go
Take a
work
bite,
hard,
do it. Yep.
and then the
Run over
rest
there.
of us just sit here and enjoy.
And
We'll
laugh
leave
at
you
us.
some, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, I would hope so.
The thing is I can't cook and I can't sing, but I can eat and enjoy it. So there you go.
Well, it takes all kinds, that's for sure. Okay, help me out. I think I've got this. Thank you again to Chef Buddy, who's down here on the end. The bearded barbecue, whose brisket. I see Fred, our videographer, who is eyeing that brisket. That's for sure. Paula, thank you so much for being here. We have Kane, who is over here. Alex, we appreciate and can't wait to try your pirate stew. I feel like I should say arg. I won't do that. Liz Martino, of course. I did it anyway, didn't I? We've got JD Dotson, of course, Addie Miners, who is exploring. Keep an eye out for her because she is all over Southern Indiana right now. We have Cypher. Thank you to Miss Tremaine. Again, you're the winner of the $100 gift card. We have Derek. Oh my God. And Braden. I was coming there. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Again, thanks to our sponsors, New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking. Have an incredible fall weekend. Thanks for joining us for Extol Live. We'll be back again next week. Let's eat.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Oh my God.